that first round.
Well, no, we're going to walk through it again.
Ancient Okinawan secret.
The ancient Okinawan secret. And no one watches these anyway. Kobudo Kyun. Kyosuke. Yo. It's neat. Salt. Cheat. Go. Rope. Stitch. Hatch. Coop. Jupe. Hitch. Neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Rope. Stitch. Hatch. Coop. Jupe. Each. Neat. Salt. Now it. Just kidding.
Woohoo!
Move that door.
I will.
Oh, my buddy Randall tried to get in, but his internet crashed.
Who?
Randall. Yes, he used to be in the Navy, and his last name is Sailor. Randall Sailor. He's from Cayenne lineage. We trained in Arkansas a long, long time ago, and we did whatever. And he's been meaning to get come to class, but he's a journalist, so he had no money, and so he doesn't really have a good computer. And he just got one from work, and he was going to try and get in, and his internet went down.
Yeah.
I think a journalist, the one thing they would have a good one of is a computer.
Right?
Well, yeah, at work. Yeah, what nerds then?
They don't give them laptops.
What are they hiding? You know, it doesn't take that much power to make fake news, right?
Right. Right.
Hang on. All right, just tell them, hey, we're doing both. It comes back. All right, Kobudo Kyun. Wait, you know.
Hey.
Kyosuke, hey. Yo. Looking good. Hey. Hey. Salt. Sheep. Go. Rope. Stitch. Hatch. Coop. Jupe. Hitch. Neat. Salt. Sheep. Go. Rope.
Hey.
Stitch. Hatch. Coop. Jupe. Hitch. Neat.
Yes.
Salt. Now it. Ooh. Smooth, smooth, so smooth. Yes, I remember when you come in here, it's chambered in, right? And then
Right.
pushed out,
Right.
and then that's another beat, right? So.
Right. I was just thinking that and went through it, and I was like, I completely screwed that up.
You didn't know until you completely screwed it up.
Connor was completely wrong, but I was like, wow, I'm not switching on this one.
Ojinashi can be like, oh, I was making it like, you know, I was doing black belt level. And there's
Yes, that's correct.
short moves.
That's correct.
But
That's
you, Missy.
exactly what I was doing.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, so then, boom, step back, curl into that kiba, and remember you're pushing off of that back leg to wham, really push it in. So you should be in the, you know, zenkuch, you know, really long one, or whatever it is. Right? And then make sure that back foot cranks back into the kiba when you're done. I don't know if we should go back into go kiba and then back into zenkuch from there. Yeah, kiba is cool, right?
Yeah.
Just keep drop down and get that karate face when you're doing it. Cool. All right. Good on that.
Hey.
Good on that. Totally non-sanctioned, adapted. I guess it's vaguely sanctioned.
Well, 95% of it is sanctioned.
Well, no. I mean, that's one that Shai Sensei made up. So it's not sanctioned. It's just the one that he does. Good idea. Yeah. No, that's not an ancient. That's not from the ancient Matsumura. Like those ancient Matsumura drills we did yesterday. That's that's on Tuesday. It's one of those.
Hi, Sensei.
Right. Bushidan. Walk through this bad boy.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah. It's neat. So. 2, 3. Sheet. Go. Up. Sitch. Man, I gotta get a heavier micro bow. It's neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Rope. Stitch. Hatch. Coop. Damn it. Let's get it. And you guys are badass.
Hi, Sensei.
All right, we ready to do it for real?
Hi, Sensei.
Back to one. Oh, shut on. Let's get it. Yeah. It's neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Rope. Switch. Hatch. Shoot. Shoot. Hitch. Neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Rope. All right. Let's get it. Moisha.
Hey.
Once more with feeling.
Hi,
Once more
Sensei.
with chi.
Beaver.
Oshan. Kyosuke. Yeah. Hit. Ni. Son. Shi. There you go. Rope. Pitch. Ouch. Good. Coop. Shoot. Hitch. Me. Salt. Shoot. Go. Rope.
Hey.
Yummy. Cascade. Hey. I would do that when I do that. My buddy Todd, I was on the boat with, he always used to say yummy. So whenever I say that, I think I'm saying yummy instead of yummy. Good footwork, B. Really, really good footwork.
Oh, I got that sensei.
I mean, it was like that was laser-like focus. Just everybody remember when you're especially when you're doing these or these, don't let that hand, creep out.
Right.
Because it's I mean, if you got to reach or whatever, then bring it up maybe a little bit so that way you're getting more contact on the bow, and then same thing with that. If your hand's kind of high, I mean, Ader Sensei always used to ping people on that, like it's blocking your you can't. I was like, well, I can see down here and I can see up there, and the guy's right there, so I don't think I'm really missing much by having this in front of my eyes. But just if it comes in, you want to kind of keep it lowish, so you don't
Nice
block
and
your
thick.
eyes.
Yes, sir.
And that looked good. Questions, comments, or concerns? Do it again. Move along.
Yeah, sensei.
Next. Boniran.
Muévete.
Definitely going to walk through this bad boy.
Mhm.
And we've
We
got
haven't gotten the
more.
hard ones yet.
I know what to say. We got lots of walking to do. Just kidding. Yeah. We should find out what the Japanese word for walking is. Instead of doing it hajime, you can do it walking. It's neat. Salt. Sheet.
Oh. Wait.
Fight that guy.
Um.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep. It's neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Rope. Sitch. Hatch. Cute. Chew. Itch. Neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Rope. Sitch. Hatch. Coo. Chew. Oops, I forgot one, did I? Itch. Neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Damn it. Just kidding.
So the thing was from the down, it's the doop, doop, then it's the reverse
Yeah.
block.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So.
Yep, that's what I meant to do.
Yeah.
That's it. I need to get a mirror back here so I can see when people are moving. I'm just listening for the rustle of geese. Right. Rustle, quiet. Oh, they didn't move. If someone was wearing like those silk geese or something like that, I wouldn't know what to do. Let's see. 1, 2, nice and flat. And then push, look. Bam. That's the way I think is like this is really almost like a bunkai. It's like I've moved it out of the way and then I'm bam, hitting them.
All right. Let's see.
3. Push it through. Okay. 3. Strike. Switch. Strike. Up. We did that. Bam. Jab. Come here. Bam. 1, 2. Yeah, not too far above it. Like, if you go back there, come back a little bit. Bam. Yeah. Because again, so your body changing, you're knocking that out of the way, and you're gonna smash. So if it's way up here, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
That's why.
like,
So I always wondered with the, I would immediately follow that. But to me, it's like, however high you go, like even if you bring it down, the next move is, move out of the way. Pah! So
yeah, I mean, they really should make that like a bam, bam, whatever. Because or whatever they can. The argument with here is like, not the argument, but maybe one of the applications. If they're coming in and filler takes a swing and you block it down up, then you're coming down. Is actually coming down the bow. So that way you're gonna break their knuckles.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. Which I think is kind of cool actually now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, and then bam. Anyway, all right. Sound good?
Hey.
All right. This is for real. Roll tape. Bone in. Just get it. It's neat. Don't. Sheet. Go. Rope. Stitch. Hatch. Coop. Two. Itch. Neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Rope. Stitch. Hatch. Coop. Jew. Hitch. Neat. Salt. Sheet. Go. Rope. Stitch. Hatch. Q. Ju. Itch. Yeah.
Well, the same could be said for that ending maneuver too, right? Like, you know, so it's pow, pow, and then it's like move, strike.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I didn't, you know. One of these days when I make you know, go run hide, my system, that's why I'm going to do that. One.
Go run hide.
Say the ancient art of go run hide.
I should say.
Hey man, it works most of the time. All right.
68% of the time, it works every time.
That's right. All right, Bonina, what you know? Just get it. Yeah, I just noticed the sleeping puppy in the back. You know.
With his pillow.
Yes. Oh yes, of course. Hey. Me. Don't. Sheep. Go. Rope. Fish.
Hey.
Ouch. That's some 3D action on Drew, don't you? Shoot. Shoot. It's. Me. Don't. Sheep.
Hey.
Go. Rope.
Oops.
Fish. Hatch. Coop. Shoot. It's. Me. Right. Don't. Sheep. Go. Rope. Pitch. Hatch. Coop. Shoot. Pitch. Yummy. Sorry. Just get it. Come here. Come here. Come around. Chamber it. Each. So when you do that, what about here? Come up here, block it out of the way, strike, and then just keep it there. Do that 180, and then when you come back around, bam, you load it up.
Okay. Hey.
Right? And step, bam. Yep.
So at one of the black belt classes aeons ago, and with that turn come up, so here, boom, they were talking about, you know, the step and essentially like an underhand, like, so an uppercut. So you come and drag it and come up and then back.
Yeah. That's cool.
Which is that, yeah. So that's what I've been doing ever since then, because I was just like, oh yeah, it's a lot like you know, the way I learned Shushin no Kun, which had a lot of that,
Sand flicking?
sticking the, yeah, exactly. But I kind of like that idea because you've just done that attack. You're coming across and you're like, you give them a hit and pull it back and then jab it right into their nasal cavity,
Right. That's cool.
But,
Anyway,
yeah.
I mean, that's me. I've always just kind of thought about it like, boom, over here, and then like they're coming here, and I'm like,
Yeah.
really like just swinging out of the way, and then really it should be a swing come out of the way, and correction, how would it be? Kind of a swing it, they're coming out of the way, and you like make that sort of a big circle, right here, 1, bam, 2, but that's kind of one of the ways, and it's probably a good way for you to do it every now and again, is really try and get a lot of like big circling moves, because it's not necessarily tactically great, I think, or whatever, but it reminds you that those circles and stuff, other than these, that the circles are in there, the circles are small and whatever, because you have a lever in your hand. But it just, and also it just kind of looks cool.
Right. Also, if you want to do something that is, akin to the beginning of the kata, right? So you're here, like at the beginning, of course, we do the belly rolls, right? So, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. You belly roll here, belly roll again, and pull back, right? And that keeps the maneuvers that you're still using in the earlier part of the kata.
Yep. Yeah, because this you're using that, and this you're using your body. But yeah, it's the same thing. You can whip it around and
right. But I mean, as you step, you roll it around your body to come from this other side and pivot around.
Right. Yeah, and see, and there you're making that circle again. So.
Yep. Right.
Big fan of circles. Right. I had another thought there that
something about this, or you were doing this before I was talking. You did.
Yeah, a lot of those are, if you're doing your so I guess, there's the Federation way, there's the other way people, and then there's our way, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's good to know all that. So if we've seen that at a camp or whatever, and it may be somebody was showing it. I don't know if it's official yet, but remember, because that was cool.
No, I don't think it's official.
But it was cool, probably. I bet it was something that Kaicho showed somebody one day. And what I was going to say was, speaking of black belt classes, so last weekend, I don't know if you knew this, but there was a black belt class. And Hank actually contacted me and said, "Did you know about this?" And I was like, he said, "I'm going to see you Saturday." I'm like, "What do you mean?" No, but what do you mean?
Not unless you're standing in my yard.
Yeah, unless you're outside that window there. They had a black belt class, and I guess for some reason they had trouble getting the word out. I think they only put it on the CI page, but anyway, but it was open to green belt and above. So I was like, okay, well, do better. It's supposed to be on, I think they're supposed to be on the fourth Saturday, the last Saturday of the month. No, the fourth.
And that would make it this week.
No, the fourth Saturday, of the month, because we have an extra Saturday this month. But I didn't see an invite from anybody. That's why I asked you. I was like, did you get one? And I didn't get one. And then I pinged Bayon Sensei, and he was like, no, what? Oh, he said, oh yeah, they got it. And I said, I didn't get an invite. It was not posted anywhere. And he goes, I thought they posted it on Facebook. I couldn't find it. So, but then they told me, said it was open for green belt and above. I'm like, just a little more heads up on that.
Yeah. Sure.
Until I get my COVID jab, I'm not going anywhere.
Say again?
Until I get my COVID immunization, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
it's online.
They had an online. It was hybrid. They had people there and people dialing in.
They had the studio audience and the play at home game.
Exactly. So, anyway, so we're gonna keep our eye out for that sort of stuff. All right, Bo Sandan. You're not doing Bo Sandan yet, are you, B?
Yes, I'm good.
All right. So do any of the ones that you want. Because I'm going to close up.
I think
What's
the
that?
kata that she has is the combination of the two.
Oh yeah, Bojits.
Bojits, thank you. Yeah.
All right.
So it's not really anything new. It's just basically, hey, start with the second one and then do the first one all together.
Right.
I have experience on.
It used to be the second one was the first one. All right. So yeah, or you can do Bojits, or you can do number 2 and number 1, and and then run them together. And we'll do Bo Sandan. So first we're going to walk through, but you can walk through Sandan with us if you want. I don't care. Because it's just a walkthrough, and you're just standing there, whatever.
Right.
A preview of things to come.
Exactly.
Attractions.
It's It's a little break out, a little taste of the remix.
This is how we keep our Q ranks interested and coming back for more.
It's the trailer.
It's the trailer, right. Exactly. In a world.
The infomercial.
Bo Sandan, let's get it. Oh, joy. Itch. Neat. Don't. No, wait.
No. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hey, sorry.
Trying to mess me up, son? See?
Hey, nope.
Go. Rope. Ditch. Not part of the kata. Hatch. Two. Ju. What is Ju? You just do the big curl.
Is it cross feet though, right? Like the twist up?
No. I mean, it might be, but no.
Okay. Right.
Itch, step through and punch. Wait, did I mess it up?
It's an overhead. Oh, no, you're right. Yep, step through and punch. Because the next one is the knee.
Oh, yeah. There's the sheet. Do your strikes and your roll again. Go. Punch. Rope. Low strike. Sitch. Poke. Hatch. Overhead strike. 2 helicopters. 1, 2, 3. Recover. Turn 180 at your belly. 2, step through. 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hiya! Damn it. That was it, right?
Yep. Right. Right. Yep.
Right here, curl up, bam, bam. For some reason, I always thought this was the coolest move, doing that. And then this guy, bang.
Right? It's kind of like a little sucker punch.
It is. That was,
Ooh.
and the way it was taught was, was that it was going to, it was like you would do it, get done, and this would always be like a little bit faster. Take it with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I don't know, for some reason I just thought that cool turnaround, and then, bam, was cute. I mean, it still is cool.
I mean,
Right.
to me that really kind of reminds me of what Foster Sensei would do to you guys at camps and stuff. You think you're done, and it's just a little bam,
Yep.
right in the the baggage check.
Yeah. He'd walk up next to you, just stand there next to you, and walk on. He just blend in with the group, wait till you're like smoking and joking, and oh, walk off.
What a mean-spirited individual.
Yeah. But it got my, spidey sense tingling.
I bet that's not the only thing that got tingling.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, but now he's got the candy McCain belt, so it kind of sticks out. That like you can see out of the periphery. It's like I'm not being approached by up here anymore. All right, Sandan and B, you can do whichever ones you want to do. Well, Sandan, let's get it. And bow of choice. Yep. It's neat. Salt. Sheep. Yep. Rope. Pitch. Hatch. Coop. Juke. Hitch. Neat. Salt. Sheep. Goat. Rope. Hitch. Oh. Hatch. Coop. Juke. Hitch. Neat. Salt. Sheep. No. Rope. Hitch. Hatch. Coop. Juke. Hitch. Neat. Salt. Cascade. Dick. Yeah, good.
Good thing I didn't decide to do Bojits.
And I was like,
Yeah, no kidding.
hey, she's still going. I got some double secret. Oh, she's doing bullshit. All right, that's fine. I think we may have a visitor here.
It looks that way. He's muted and doesn't have video though, so he's being very stealthy, ninja-like.
That's okay. Well, it's got to get over the date line.
That's right.
And then got to get converted into standard or imperial or whatever we are.
All the way over the ocean.
All the way over the ocean.
Or under it, as the case may be.
Back to yesterday.
Yeah, up above it and down.
Right.
Through the locks. To the Panama Canal. Any questions on that one? I'm trying to think. So it's hard to get cool and fastest with this guy. So I need to go buy a really nice heavy, same size but just heavier wood would be handy.
If only they could ship you a Joe from anywhere in the world.
If only they could, right?
Yeah.
That's
Man.
you said. Well, I read an article today that said that like the shipping companies like refuse to ship a whole bunch of like U.S. produce and
Okay.
just like because they're like no, they're like they didn't do it, and they basically shipped empty cargo containers back to China to like pick up Chinese stuff because it would make them more money or something like that. It's a big kerfuffle. But no, so you can't
Wow.
really just ship stuff. Yeah. Well, I mean, so I think I don't know if I mentioned it to you. I told Kyle the other day, I was like, man, all my black gi are up in Montreal, and I was like, I need to get like another gi, like or whatever. And so I went on KI, and like they got nothing for gi. It's I can't get stuff shipped to them. So especially those Toyota, those new guns they got. They got any.
Have Kyle drive over to your house in
Yeah.
Montreal and ship them to you.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I don't have the house anymore since, but yeah, I take him to I say it'd be for him it would probably be 4 hours because Sarnia is down. Just drive up, but I mean, I couldn't ask him to do that. I mean, I could. Don't get me wrong. See both sides on the here. Yeah. So that one, yeah. So again, make sure that hand doesn't fly out of there when you keep it.
Nice and safe.
Boom. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never keep that wrist straight. Bam. 3. I think I pretty much got beat out of everyone now not to be doing this. So
yeah, right.
It's pretty good. And with those stepping drills and stuff we were doing, one of the stepping drills that I was thinking about was one where we're basically just where you're doing body change with a leg, check, and then body change, kick out, bam.
Right.
That way to reemphasize, especially since how we can't spar or anything right now and whatnot. And just remember that that's what these are for, right? So and arguably that's what that is. They whiff and you come back in. This would be another good place for that scoop,
Right.
Or I guess throw and then come in, bang.
Well, it's also a good defense for that scoop. If somebody's coming in for that scoop, that's what that's for. Avoid the scoop and then not on top.
Well, a lot of people know that's what this is you're defending against when someone's throwing sand in your face. you do it much faster, right? But anyway,
right.
Where was I here? Here. So yeah, it's right there. And also make sure when you make that turn, you don't step out too far so you end up in a really deeper stance and then you overcorrect. Keep it real. Keep it Matamura, bro.
Right.
Yeah, here. That way you're coming up underneath it. Bam. 1, 2, 3. 3. And on that one, actually, and this is also for you, B, but just in general, you're not doing it along your shoulder. You're doing it on the center line, up under their chin, right? Or you're doing it on your center line with a body change. Maybe deciding to do a body change and you're going, I guess maybe in this case you knocked it down, bam, you hit it in the head, and you're off the center line, and you're taking that shot to the hand or whatever, but you still want it in your center line. So
Nice and safe.
right. Cool. Want you to know the key to success. I can't find that T-shirt anywhere. I hope somebody didn't throw it away.
Don't they use a different word in Okinawa? It's not Kime. It's let's start with a Y. All right. Anyway.
Yakisoba? I don't know.
Right.
Delicious.
It's your technique is just, I don't know, there's something appealing about it. Bo Sandan, Bo, what are you gonna do, B?
Shuran, this time.
Okay, Mo Sandan. Watch out for the puppy. Okay, hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. So. She. Good. Whoop. Sit. Hatch. Shoot. Shoot. It's neat. So. She. Go. Whoop. Sit. Hatch. Coop. Shoot. It's she. Oh.
Ah.
Yame. Dang, that was scary. Just kidding. Hey.
Recovery, did you? See, that's how you cover over the fact that you were going to end one move early and realized it halfway through.
Yeah, Oliver Simpson's going to try and come in once again.
Because I was going to stop after here. I was coming back and I was like, oh, wait, you forgot the big jab. And I'm like, all right.
But wait, but wait, there's more. Insult me injury. Kyosuke! Sensei, hey.
Hey,
Hey, Sensei.
Sensei.
Konnichiwa,
Oh,
my
yeah.
apologies. My
Oh, no
apologies for being so late.
That's okay. You outrank us, so you're never late. We were just
We got
lucky enough to
flooded.
be here.
We've
We were
been
lucky
flooded
enough to
here
be
this
early.
morning.
Take it. That's what we do. Yeah, we just us cool kids, so we thought we would just do a little catch up on the Kobudo. Let's do that again. We're doing Bo Sandan, and B's doing Bo
I'll do neat on this time, Sensei.
Nidon.
Let's see. I'm going to try to do it sideways this time. See if I can get myself a little more space.
Yeah, man. Get crazy. Bo, Nidon, and Sandan. Just kidding. Yeah. It's neat. So, she, go, rope, sitch, hatch, two, do, hitch, neat, so, she, go, rope, sitch, hatch, two, Shoot. Itch. Nick. Salt. Sheet. Salt. Sheet. Yep. Oh. Sitch. Hatch. Okay, ska göra det. Kaskade. Yes, sir.
Sorry, Paul, I feel like I'm interrupting and coming in
Yeah.
late.
No,
No,
I don't know.
No, Drew, you look fine. Bridget,
Hey.
I just noticed when you go down onto your knee for that second strike, could you do that for us again? See if Paul sees something as well.
Uh-oh.
You'll do it right this time. Now turn. Okay, thank you. Different to way I do it. Can I show you?
That's a second.
Absolutely, Sensei. No, you may not.
No,
I'll just grab my broomstick.
Excellent.
Hey.
I don't know where
Thank you.
Bridget parks hers, but this is mine.
Oh.
I'm in trouble, I know, sorry. So I'll do it standing up because you won't be able to see my knees, but the first one comes down. As you turn, the second one should come from the shoulder and down.
Down.
Bridget was bringing hers this way, underneath and across. Does
Okay.
that make sense, or have you been shown something differently, Paul?
No, I mean, because here.
Clear puppy.
Yeah, Paul and I do it the same. Now you turn, Bridget. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. From the angle I was looking at, it seemed to be coming
Underneath.
too low, whereas
how about
at
you-
that time I think it did come from the shoulder.
How about you start the other direction, Bridget? Because
Yeah.
start the other direction and then do the turn.
There you go. It seems like you're coming.
Angle's wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
My camera's very high.
Yeah. Where you are now
Oh.
is the first one. Just do, and when you turn, now strike. Now strike the other.
Yeah.
You're doing a gyaku here.
It's kind of cool, but
Can you guys see?
Over.
Right. That's it.
load it on your shoulder.
Yeah, it's got to come. Yep, it's a downward strike. They're both downward strikes. They're not. It's not a swing. It's an overhead.
Way back in the
overhead
day, it
strikes.
was here, and then they changed it to here, but it's still loaded up on your shoulder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep. Boom.
I can't even do the turn backwards.
Rosedon coming in here, messing up our good work.
What can I
One.
say? I'm a natural.
There you go. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Sensei.
Now we can only do it like 8,000 more times. So
Exactly. And then make
I'll
it
just
right.
slither out the door now. Sorry.
So I want to say at one camp, probably at least two camps ago now, maybe even three. There was, when we were doing those drills, there was one point where it was here, and I could have sworn it was actually a lateral strike. So when we did that, and you pivot, and it was a lateral here.
Maybe that's what.
But that was a long time ago, and I haven't seen it since.
Right.
But
Well,
maybe that's where you may have picked it up, because I remember doing that.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
that being a lateral, but I mean, like I
It's when I
said,
was still a brown belt, and we practiced that over and over and over and over
Yeah,
and over.
that was my first camp. That was when you got your black belt, wasn't it?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I
Anyway.
don't remember. It may have been, yeah.
Oh,
So long ago.
especially like a lot of things changed when Kaicho kind of started ramping up, and you know, I mean, not for good or ill, but just I mean, it was like there was stuff that was, yeah, you too.
Nothing
Yeah,
to
you're
bark
wrong.
at, really. Yeah.
Right. Well, and to be fair, it wasn't the kata that we were doing that in. It was when we were first introduced to those additions to the warm-ups.
Right. Yeah.
And I think what may have happened was we did the warm-ups so many times that, you know, people started, you know, putting them in because that's where they came from. But
Yeah.
I had always learned it as overheads, both low, you know, overheads diagonal down, right? And all that. Oh man, there's something we don't see very often.
Sensei does, right?
Yeah. No, not if he drops his bow. You
I didn't drop it. I threw it, but
you bear the penalty for that.
So just from my point of view, as we've been doing it here, and Sonomi is very specific on it.
From the shoulder.
You come back on that, down on the left knee for your first one. The strike is down to the shin, if you like. Your right foot comes across, you turn around, and then it comes down to the other one. Then you step up and change and do the block. Yeah.
I can say.
Yeah, sorry, I felt, seeing as I'm having the honour of watching you guys, I'd better get in and pick up on something, and that was it.
Make it worth the flight time. Gotta make it worth the flight time. Here's an aside. I don't know if you guys on Netflix watch that show, Somebody Feed Phil.
Yeah, Sensei.
You should. But he was doing one of the episodes 2 seasons ago, and he was in Korea, and he visited the Korean Airlines catering place, where they make all the airline food. And this is a couple years ago, and it was just like amazing. Like they had him like gowning up, like masks and bunny suit and the whole thing, and he went through an air shower, and then he went in the actual kitchen, and they were like cooking, like they're cooking the meal. It's not like, and they got like a pan, and then they played everything up, and they had a whole thing going, like everybody was going up. I'm like, wow, that's like some exacting. I don't know what made me think of that, but anyway, because of the flight. That's a good show though. Makes you hungry, and then makes you want to go places. All right, so let's do it one more time. B, do that one again. Coming from the shoulder. And actually, let's all do that one. Just because.
Hi, Sensei.
Because he can't keep his eye on all of us.
No, I'm going to join you. I'm going to say another thing.
Bonidan, Kotsuke. Hey. Yeah. Hit. Hit. Salt. Sheep. Yep. Yep. Pitch. Hatch. Coop. Coop. Hitch. Hit. Salt. Sheep. Here we go. Good. Up. Pitch. Hatch. Coop. Shoot. Pitch. Eat. Sitch. Hatch. Cue. Juke. Hitch. Come it. Let's get it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The dang it. I had a thought and it just escaped me.
Observation, Paul, if I could.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Kaicho wants a very almost flamboyant opening move.
Thanks.
So from here, this hand comes right up high and down.
Okay.
Because, you know, once upon a time it was here.
Okay.
So that it wouldn't interfere with the view. Now it's up here and down and finishes equally. I said flamboyant, which is probably not the right word, but it's, you know, very
stylized.
And the other thing was with the belly roll strike. Just got to ensure that the second one comes up. So 1, 2.
Right.
I see that.
I thought you guys were doing it a bit more horizontal, but it could have been the angle. But the second one is definitely up high.
Okay. I was doing them at the same angle.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell when your Joe has been cut off at the knees.
Oh yeah, well, how do you think I feel? Yeah, then.
Wasn't talking about anyone in particular, Sensei.
No, it's not the size of the.
Let's go at the biggest job.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, oh, go ahead, Sensei.
No, I was just saying that second one, originally the kata was here with old Grandmaster, but and I think it's mentioned in the bow exercises that it's 1, 2.
Right. And yeah. I do seem to remember someone important saying that at some point.
Yeah, these are just the little refinements that since Kaicho was taken over or has ascended, have become a lot more pedantic.
Hey, yeah, that's kind of what it's on. And we talked about it before amongst ourselves about how context is everything, and it's like it's a generational thing where Kaicho came up in tournaments and stuff like that, and more Japanified, and Hanshi was older school Okinawan, and it's kind of like that's good, and like you're like that's good, your feet are kind of but Kaicho was like that's where it goes.
I think the way it's evolving is old Grandmaster is spending a lot more time with Kaicho perhaps than they ever did in the past. And together, I think they're both agreeing on these refinements, and this is the way it should have been done or it should be done. But whichever, it's the way it's going to be done, I'd say. So we have to embrace it. But people like yourself and I, who had the experience of the older generation, the way before, the one before that in my case, maybe, we can at least say, well, yeah, it's interesting. Back in the day, we did it this way. And that's okay. I think it's important we remember that.
Absolutely.
As long as we don't confuse them. Otherwise, we start to look like old people who can't remember.
We that's why we have students, so we can say, remember that. Don, my sensei, we go to a seminar or something, we do something, he goes like, remember that. They're like, okay, that's my job, remember that. And then he'd point at somebody else and go, remember that. And then hopefully we'd remember all the technique. I mean, that's the battle of the wills of who's in charge and blah blah blah. It's the concept. I think as long as we have more seasoned martial artists such as yourself, Sensei, and me and why not, that have been doing this in this system a while and seen the changes and the ebbs and the flow, and kind of cutting that line. So that's like a lot of times, like I'm sure Judon's just kind of tired of me saying it, of when he goes, well, somebody showed me it's like this. I'm like, yeah. because
Right.
it's another application of the same thing, so
Right.
let's just keep them all in a box, and whatever comes out, and hopefully whoever's in front of you're doing it the right way, right?
And when you're in the front, you're in real bad territory.
Yeah. Well, I was one of the curse and the blessing of where I am in the standing of camps are now. I'm in the last couple of 3 camps. I'm always right in front of Kaicho, like when we do testing and stuff, because they like that last camp they split everybody up, and I'm right in front of Kaicho. I mean, like he's looking at me. There's Godons and blah blah blah, but I could not get out of his, and so it's like, well, I guess I better man up and do my thing. Or fail spectacularly, one of the two. What I was going to say, Sensei, because you're using that ancient Okinawan Kobudo equipment there, one of the things that I was going to do was because Drew Donchi had talked about doing Kobudo of opportunity, and I was going to have everybody get some brooms out, and we'll do like some broom kata, because you can use it to hook it and various sundry other things, and spin it. But the other day, and Sensei will appreciate this, I was doing something. I was making a note, and I got my Sharpie out, and I was, doing that which we do. But then I was doing my note, and I picked that up, and I started going like, oh, hey, it's a Roshin and Timbe. I'm like, here's my shield, and whatever. And then I got this, and a little bit ago I was like, oh, that's probably a little more accurate, So, and of course, then immediately I was thinking of Colton. Right, who would probably go like, I don't know if that would really stop any,
Right.
It's not so much to stop as to confuse and whatnot. But I mean, you got an edge here that you can bam hit down on, especially if you curl it under and make it strong. So I think maybe we'll do that one of these Thursdays. That way Colton can get in some of the business and do the Kobudo of opportunity. So your homework is to like look around and find Kobudo of opportunity. I was going to say since we're all working from home, whatever's on your desk, that you can work out with, pick it up and see where your striking surfaces are. Like,
you mean like this? I've got a weapon like right here already.
If you get, I mean, if you just, we're in Texas, so we all probably got like machine guns and stuff under there. But I mean, you've got, sharp edge, not sharp edges, but edges and whatnot. There you go. Yeah, I mean, you always got that. Well, actually, with these younger kids, they might not have one of those, but
have you tried the pencil into the pumpkin trick?
The pencil into the pumpkin trick? No.
Okay, we did it as a special a few years ago in the club I was at, and the sensei, Dr. Barry Packham, brought in a pumpkin. And he had a range of pencils and biros, and we had to choose the one we wanted. So I picked up a pen because I thought a pen was a bit more solid than a pencil. Mm-hmm. And naturally, the brown belt in the group was left with a pencil. And he's a big, strong, athletic young bloke, like most of them are. Anyway, the pumpkin was about the consistency of a thigh. Was the theory. Right. So that you could use a pen. So we walked up one at a time holding our pens and things and jammed our pens into the pumpkin. Mm-hmm. So, the idea is somebody's got you around the back, you have to pick up your pen straight into their thigh. Yeah. And everybody was passing okay. We're doing it all right. It hurt you. We looked at different grips this way as opposed to the thumb on the top. And the young brown belt picked up his pencil, drove it into the pumpkin, and just for effect, broke it off. And we all agreed his was the most effective, if only for the fact that, we know what you were stabbed with. It's still in there.
Exactly.
Well, it's continuous DPS, right? It's lead poisoning as well. So,
and it just
does damage.
proves the old adage: the pencil is mightier than the sword. It is. Well, you know, I won't show you guys my legs, but on one of, actually on this leg, when I was a young lad, like in second or third grade or something like that. One of my friends stuck me in the knee with his pencil, and it broke. Hey, puppy! And it broke out, and like, so there's still like a little black dot of like, I guess the graphite or whatever is, and it's my one tattoo as I've got, is that one dot. Well, you know, because what I was thinking about this was, we actually got to wrap it up. Because I used to be thinking about this as like, you know, a grappling hook and poke and whatnot. You know, I was going to have people, especially like new people like Sarah and Colton, you know, just go through and just start poking themselves so they can feel, you know, again, you know, it's penetration. It's not, you know, going across, it's penetrating in. But I started changing these since I started doing Teku. I started, instead of taking it from one end to the other, I take it in the middle and use both, because then I shift it whichever way I want to go. So the argument is of doing the Kobudo of Opportunity Sensei is the fact that, I mean, that's kind of the legend of Kobudo, right? So, and I think it's one of the benefits of Kobudo. And whenever I have the completely fruitful and you know, a good investment of time when you debate these things on the internet with people, and they talk about how like Kobudo's, you know, junk, no one's ever going to come out with you with a sigh and blah blah blah. It's because they're missing, I think, that, you know.
Good thinking, like that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's like it keeps you going on. Anyway, okay, so we got through some of them.
Sorry.
Some of them. No, that was mostly me and us, and we started a little bit late because we were waiting for people. But we do need to make a point. So Judansha and B, keep me honest on keeping the Kobudo in, because maybe it's on the nights when, you know, it sucks because we don't have enough white belts. But if we have some white belts, we can, you know, kind of shove them off to the side, or stupid guest instructors who show up, you know, and they can shove them off and get you guys back up into a Kobudo track, because we all need to get back up on that. So, any questions, comments, or concerns?
Yeah, Sensei.
Yeah, Sensei.
Okay. All right, well, let's wrap it up so Sensei can go have lunch or breakfast or brunch or whatever it is.
1:30.
1:30? Oh, it's not.
Nice to say. Kyotsuke.
Good to see you.
Ushiro mo watte migi, gi to open house. Hai. Come in. Sensei, gata ni re. Arigatou gozaimasu, Sensei.
Domo arigatou gozaimasu, Sensei.
Sensei, gata ni re. Sayonara, Sensei.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Thanks for coming by, Sensei. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Paul. Next 4 weeks, I'll be down the beach. So if the backdrop is waves, sand dunes, and a bottle of something, I'm sorry.
Just find those poles on the beach where you can practice your crane kick, you know.
I'll factor that in, Drew.
Thank you.
If you're down on the beach and you come to class, we're going to have words. Go enjoy the beach.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Sensei.
Bye.
Have a good holiday.
By the way, I don't know if you guys are aware of the fact that there is a channel called Haya that shows nothing but Asian action movies, martial arts movies, and all that kind of stuff. Yep, it has like the Donnie Yen collection, and it has the Jackie Chan collection, and Bruce Lee, and all of these. And if you happen to have an LG television that has like the smart stuff with the LG app that has LG channels, Haya is one of those channels. I discovered that last night. So,
and,
you know,
and got no sleep?
I did get some sleep, but it was just like, oh, hey, but you can order it. It's like an internet channel, like you can stream movies over the internet and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, they got all sorts of stuff in there. So HI-YAH, Haya. Yep, I still need to get one of those. I'm gonna order one of those right now.
I'm online for those today, actually.
See? What you gotta do.
I need to get one. But yeah, if you you know, look up Haya, it's some good stuff.
Oh, okay. I wonder if they just stream online, like they have a website or something.
They do, yeah, they do.
Would be handy.
Yoga
I'm trying to acquire Warrior, but my BPM was down, but I just got it working, so now I gotta bring it back up.
Uh-huh. Okay. Do you is your yoga mat like, is it thick? Is it thin? Is it medium? Like what?
These are pretty thin. We have thick ones too, but these are pretty thin.
Okay. I'm just trying to get, you know,
And they
like,
make the extra wide ones. I think those
Yeah.
are actually those are better, I think, because they, would cover a little more ground. But
oh. There's a Galam mat, yoga, folding, travel, fitness, exercise, foldable, all types, Pilates floor workouts, 2mm exercise mat. Exercise mat? I don't know. Is that just
we just went to TJ Maxx and got these. So.
2mm?
2 millimeters, that's like, I don't know, 14 feet or something. Well, these are pretty thin. I mean, these are,
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, these are, I don't know if you can see how.
Yeah.
Pretty,
okay. Well, I expected them to be thin. Oh, I think I found the mat.
The mat for you.
Like, check this bad boy out. Like, it's a reversible one, but it's got like the wave on the other side.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
The reversible ones are cool because, I mean, that way you can, just clean off and do it. But, it's not a requirement, but I mean, they're pretty handy. They're handy on a lot of levels for what we do and for now, in my opinion.
Well, it seems really useful and multi-use,
Yeah.
Definitely multi-use. So
that's why I rolled it up, whatever it was, a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh man, I can make this into a punching target. Wow. I never noticed that. So okay.
Right.
I gotta tell you guys, I'm pretty jazzed that Oliver Sensei comes and joins us.
Hi, Sensei. Me too.
I think it's gonna. I mean, he's a good guy, and he's